click the Start button on the taskbar. If Word 2016 does not display on the Start menu, click in the Search Programs and Files. Click W. Word 2016 displays as the top item on the Start menu. Click Word 2016, select Blank Document. A new blank document displays. With the Home tab selected on the ribbon, click the Show Hide icon in the Paragraph group. A paragraph mark displays on the blank Word screen. A paragraph mark means that you have pressed the Enter key. Click the View tab on the ribbon. In the Zoom group, select Page Width. This zooms the document so that the width of the page matches the width of the window. Now we will type the flyer text without any formatting. First we will type the headline, Lost Cat! Exclamation point. Press the Enter key twice to leave a blank line to insert the image. Now we will type the body text. He's a 3-year-old calico cat with bright green eyes and a blonde mustache. He is very friendly, period. Now, I'm not going to press the Enter key when I reach the right margin. I will let Word wrap text that does not fit at the right margin to a new line. Just call his name, comma, company, comma, and he should come running, period. Press the Enter key. Family pet. Enter. Weighs about 10 pounds. Enter. Likes to have his ears scratched. Enter. $100 cash reward. Call Cassie at parentheses 555 parentheses space dash space 555 dash 555 5555 exclamation point. If you see any wavy red lines, right-click to correct the grammar error. Before we begin formatting the document, let's save it. Click File, Save, navigate to the location of your student data files. Double-click on Word, double-click on Module 1. We are going to name our flyer Lost Cat Flyer. So we'll click after the T in cat. In the file name, space and type, flyer. Remember that we should check where it's going to be saved, Office 2016 Student Data Files, Word, Module 1. We should check the file name, lostcatflyer.docx. Click Save. The new name, the saved name of the flyer displays on the title bar, lostcatflyer.docx. First, we will center the headline. Click anywhere in the headline. Click the Home tab on the ribbon. In the paragraph group, click the Center Align icon. Notice that there is a shortcut key of Control-E to center. Click anywhere in the signature line. To center the signature line, hold down the Control key on the keyboard and press E. First, let's increase the font of the headline to 72 points. To increase font, the text must be selected. Place your cursor in the left margin beside Lost Cat and click. Lost Cat is selected. In the font group, click the Font down arrow. Scroll down to 72 points. Notice that as you move through, a preview of the selected font displays. Click. Next, we will change the face of the headline to Arial Rounded MT Bold. Currently, the font is Calibri Body. Click the down arrow, and we are going to scroll down until we see Arial Rounded MT Bold. Click. Now we will change the case of the headline to uppercase. In the font group, click the Change Case down arrow and select uppercase. Click anywhere in your document to deselect the text. Now we will change the color scheme to green-yellow. You will not see an immediate change in the document. This will simply make the green-yellow color palette available. Click the Design tab on the ribbon. In the Document and Formatting group, click the Colors down arrow. Select green-yellow. We are now going to add the Fill Lime Accent 1 Shadow text effect to the headline text. First, we need to select the headline text. Place your cursor in the left margin and click. Click the Home tab on the ribbon. In the font group, click the Text Effects and Typography down arrow. As you move your cursor across an effect, it will tell you what it is. We want the Fill Lime Accent 1. Shadow. We're going to click on it. Deselect. You will notice a little square in the middle of your headline. Don't worry about the square. It is simply a hidden character. To show you, let's click on the paragraph mark in the paragraph group. It goes away. And click the mark again to turn the Show Hide Characters on. First, let's change the font size of the body text to 20 points. To select the body text, move your cursor into the left margin beside the first paragraph. Click and drag through all of the text except the last line, which is the signature line. Change the font to 20 points. Click the Font down arrow and select 20. Deselect by clicking anywhere in the document. Scroll down until you can see the signature line. Place your cursor in the left margin beside the signature line and click to select the text. Change the font to 24. Click in the document to deselect. Let's press Control Home to move to the top of the document. To change the font color of the signature line to Lime Accent 1, press Control N on the keyboard to move to the bottom of the document. Click in the left margin beside the signature line to select it. Click the font color down arrow in the font group and select Lime Accent 1 from the theme colors. Click anywhere in the document to deselect. Now we will bullet the first 3 items below the opening paragraph with a custom cat symbol. Let's scroll up in our document so we can see the 3 lines below the opening paragraph. Family pet, weighs about 10 pounds, likes to have his ears scratched. Move your cursor in the left margin before the first item you want to bullet. Click and drag down until all 3 lines are selected. In the paragraph group, click the bullet icon, down arrow, and select Define New Bullet. Click the symbol button. We are going to change from symbol to webdings. This gives us a different set of symbols. At the very bottom of the symbol palette, you will see a small black cat. Click and select OK. And click OK again. A cat bullet displays to the left of the 3 selected lines. Click anywhere in the document to deselect. First, shade the paragraph with the text, $100 cash reward, with the theme color Lime Accent 1. Move your cursor to the left margin beside $100 cash reward. Click to select the text. In the paragraph group, click the shading down arrow and select Lime Accent 1. To center the text, click the center icon in the paragraph group. Click anywhere in the document to deselect the text. To italicize the word company, in the last line of the first paragraph, move your cursor to the word company and double-click. Click the italic icon in the font group. In the first line of the paragraph, highlight the words Calico Cat. Click before the C when you see the I-beam and drag across Calico Cat. Click the U or underline icon in the font group. Click anywhere in the document to deselect. To bold the telephone number in the signature line, scroll down until the signature line is visible. Click before the parentheses in the telephone number and drag to the right until the telephone number is highlighted. Click the bold icon in the font group. Click to deselect the text. Click the View icon on the ribbon. From the Zoom group, select one page. To zoom the document so you can see the entire page in one window. Click in the paragraph mark below the headline. In the paragraph group, click the center icon. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon, and from the Illustrations group, select Pictures. Navigate to the location of the student data files. Double-click on Word, Module 1, and select the goodcompany.png image. Click Insert. Notice that some of the text has moved to the second page. The image has tiny sizing handles around the entire picture. Put your cursor in the bottom right sizing handle until it turns to a double-pointed arrow. Click and drag up and to the left until the entire content displays on one page. Notice that you have a Picture Tools tab with a Format tab. Click outside the image. This tab is no longer available. Select the image and the tab displays. This is called a contextual tab because it only displays when an item is selected. Click the More down arrow in the Picture Styles group. Select the Simple Frame Black picture style. Click outside the image to deselect, and you can see the simple black frame. Select the image, and with the Format tab selected, click the Picture Effects down arrow. Select Glow, and we want an 8-point accent color 1 glow. And we want it in line, so let's move our cursor across. That's a 5. Line 8-point glow, accent color 1. Select and click outside the image to deselect. You can see a very light glow around the image. If any of the flyer text moves to a second page, we need to resize the image. And we don't because all of the text is displaying. If yours does not, click on the image and make it a little bit smaller. Click outside the image to deselect. To leave the same amount of text at the top and bottom of the image, we need to vertically align the text on the page. Click the Layout tab on the ribbon. In the Page Setup group, select the Dialog Launcher at the bottom right corner of the group. Click the Layout tab. Under the Page section, click the Vertical Alignment down arrow and select Center. Click OK. You may not have seen much happen because we have pretty much the same amount of text at the top and bottom to begin with. to add a 2.5 point green dash page border. Click the Design tab on the ribbon. In the Page Background group, select Page Borders. Currently, we have no border selected. Click Box. From the style, select a dashed border. To change the color, click Automatic down arrow in the Color section. Select Line Accent 1, and for the width, click the Width down arrow and select 2.25 point. Notice that as we were making the selections, the preview is showing us its effect on the document. Click OK. You can see a small dash border around the page. To move the image closer to the headline text, click anywhere in the headline text and click the Layout tab on the ribbon. Currently, we have 8 points of space after the headline text. Click the down arrow beside After, and it changes to 6 and then to 0. The image moves a little closer to the headline. Since the signature line text should be a bit larger so it is noticed, let's click and to the left of the signature line text and click to select. Click the Home tab on the ribbon and change the font size to 36 points. Notice that it moved to a second page. Let's click on the image and make it slightly smaller until the signature line moves back to page 1. To make sure that the $100 cash reward text is noticed, let's increase the font size and bold this text. Click to the left of $100 cash reward and click the bold icon in the font group. On your keyboard, hold down the Control key and click the square bracket above the Enter key. The text is increased slightly. Click again until the signature line moves to the second page. And then click the left square bracket to move the signature line back to the first page. Click the Show Hide icon in the paragraph group to remove the display of hidden characters. To save the flyer, click the Save icon in the Quick Access toolbar.